So now his money spend longer, you know. Whereas though, you know, his 5 grand was getting him a point. Now his 5 grand getting him, his 5 grand getting him close to 9 joints, and he getting thrown another 9 joints. But instead of him putting you down, because y'all been together with this whole situation, now he wants you under him. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but it can be looked at a numerous different ways. I'm just using that analogy because it's more true to life to what's happening as far as like, those that's in power. It's a whole bunch of greed and all that, you know what I mean? So like, and you don't want to have to go through doing years in the penitentiary, or worse, end up losing, losing your life, getting mixed up in some stuff that really ain't for you to begin with, man. You know what I mean? You know, so yeah, man. I would just, I would just, ask that you take a step back, man, from what's going on and really, really take time to think about, the possible ramifications, man, because every cause has an effect and every effect has its cause. So, don't think that you can go do something, and no redirect come back at you, because you ain't in control of how the redirect come at you. You see what I'm saying? You don't know what's going to come your way as a result of something you've done. And I ain't talking from a scary position either. I'm just talking from a realistic position, man. We govern by universal laws, not man's. Not man's. You see what I'm saying? You know, and that's a whole nother bottle of wax right there. Law. But that ain't for this video. I'm just saying, man, like, use your ingenuity, man, your creative nature. Make a way for things to happen. You know what I mean? It's all you gotta do is just use this, man. Use it. It's a gold mine in between these ears. If you're using it, you see what I'm saying? Instead of trying to be like this one or that one. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what they doing. You know what I mean? Whatever it is you can do, man. Because I'm saying, like, you just got to be, you got to use your ingenuity, man. Find a way. All you got to do is observe. When you observe things and how things is taking place and what's not being done, those things that observe not being done can be the way for you to step in and fill a gap that's going to bring you some money. You see what I'm saying? But, if you preoccupied following what he doing and trying to be like them and do what they doing, then you'll never sit still long enough to come up with that idea. And before you know it, you caught up in the mix. And once you in the mix, you get what I'm saying? So, like, live for yourself, man. Don't live for nobody else, man. Don't worry about what nobody going to say, think, feel, or none of that, Because what they eat ain't going to never make you push a turd out your ass, and vice versa. So, yeah, man, like, what else was I going to touch on relative to this? What was I going to say? I don't know, man. Based on me, losing my train of thought, man, I'm gonna go on cut it, man. But hopefully, man, somebody got something from this, man, and if nobody else told you, man, I'm telling you, man, like, it's another way. It's always a way, man. As opposed to you doing something that's gonna be detrimental not only to yourself but to those that love you. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't doing nobody no good in their penitentiary. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't doing nobody no good except the enemy. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, common law ain't even what's happening no more. They dealing with some fake shit that they substantiated, you know, by deceiving the people, you know, into you know, this way of existing how we are now. You know, so I mean, hey man, look at the video I did last, man. You know what I mean, and take some notes off of that. And this for any young brother or sister, you know, that's out there getting ready to sacrifice, you know, potentially their future to get some, you know, instant gratification. You know, when, you know, things don't just happen overnight, man, especially when you're doing things the right way, man. You know, learn how to delay your gratification and gain some joy and happiness in the step-by-step achievement of those smaller goals that propel you toward the bigger goals. You know, trust me, man, because I did 13 plus years in the penitentiary, separated between 3 different states, man, on 6 or 7 different occasions. Altogether, it added up to over 13 years, man. I'll never get that time back. And if I had it to do all over again, man, I would have went another route, man. You know, but I was, you know, matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna give you some of my experiences, man. You know, when I was 17, you know, I got into stealing cars. A couple of my partners, you know what I mean, you know, was into stealing cars, and they taught me how to do it. You know, because the same shit I was saying about, you know, how I got to where I'm at in this video. I wanted to make some money. Everything wasn't everything. You know, my mom was the only one there. You know, my pop showed through when he felt like it. You know, and shit was a little fucked up. And I was trying to eat. I wanted to make my own way. You know what I mean? I seen my mom struggling to do what she had to do to make sure the roof was over our head and we was able to, you know, eat. You know? So I got down with the get down, man. I ended up catching 13 misdemeanors and 2 felonies in the same night. When my mom came to get me, she told me I had a choice. Either you go with them or you agree in front of them to go to job court. I'm going to be signing you up tomorrow. Of course, I opted to go to job court. Get to job court, you know, I'm a knucklehead. So I'm going upside people's head. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I was doing in the street because that's what I was used to. I was predatorial. I ain't last 2 months. Got put out of there. Couldn't wait. I was excited to get back to the block. You know what I mean? And, you know, shortly thereafter, man, I ended up getting locked up Philadelphia for grand theft auto. And my mom had been telling me, boy, you get locked up again. Don't call me because I ain't coming. And I'm telling you, when it came time for me to get that phone call, well, see, up there back then, you give them the number that you want them to call because you being a minor, they have to contact your parents. You see what I'm saying? And when I gave that number up, man, they came back and said, boy, you must be a fucking asshole because she don't even want you. She told us to take you wherever we taking you. You know what I mean? And that was the point, man. I cried a few tears, man, because of the hurt. You know, I felt like a sense of abandonment, but she had already told me. She had already warned me. So now I had to be all the shit I was trying to be down out there. And I passed with flying colors. You know what I mean? I do that. But at the end of the day, man, like, it's time that I'll never get back. You know, I could have been doing something more productive, man. My life could have went a different way. I don't regret nothing that I went through. I'm just saying, learn from my mistakes. You see what I'm saying? Because that took my life on a trajectory that it didn't have to go on. I could have got where I'm at now today another way. You get what I'm saying? I probably would have got there a lot sooner too. You know? But, you know, again, free will. It's up to you, young lady or young man, what you do with your free will. Because I know I'm a parent. You could talk till you blue in the face. But anything that don't penetrate, ricochet. It's going in one ear and out the other. Nah, it's not going in that ear. They sitting there going through the motions out of respect for you as their parent, but they ain't trying to hear that shit. As soon as they get out I already know. I've been there. So listen, man, learn from somebody else, man, instead of learning in the fool's way, which is off experience. With that, man, again, man, I hope, somebody take heed to the message, man, that I felt compelled to put out there. I don't think it's enough of us that been there and done that's giving out this kind of message, man. So, I'm going to be the example I want to see. So with that being said, man, I hope y'all take advice, take heed, and, make your next decision your best decision, man. Find another way. Brainstorm, write ideas down, But anyway, man, I just hope, somebody take heed, man, and it helps somebody, look at things a different way, see things from a different set of lenses, man. Out.